Chapter 20. The Casualties of War. Metallic tang of blood and chalky stench of concrete fill the air. You grip the steering wheel of Vic's sports car, trying to muscle through your pain and terror. You retrieved your cell phone from the kidnapper's car, but you know an ambulance wouldn't reach you in time. The fog from New Athens Bay seems to close in around you as you pray that you'll make it to the hospital before Vic bleeds out. Talk to me, Vic. Tell me you're okay. He rises in the seat beside you, his gun left forgotten in the bloody backseat. You wanted him to rest, but Vic insisted on being next to you, no matter what. Vic, you're gonna be fine. You struggle to stay calm for Vic's sake and your own. We're almost at the hospital. I need you to stay awake until we get there. I'm sorry. I'm trying. Diamond, I need to say this. If I don't make it... Don't say that. Don't even think it. I'm serious. This might be... my only chance. You press down on the gas, searching the car forward. There's no way you're letting Vic go without a fight. You can tell me after you're checked into the ER. No, you need to hear this now. Vic, you're being cliche. Stop it. Stop. But then his voice drops to a register you thought you'd never hear again. I love you, Diamond. More than you'll ever know. Vic, I love you too. Hot tears spring to your eyes. That's why we're gonna make it through this together. He sighs, almost wistful. I never get sick of you saying that. I didn't think it'd happen, and now... I'm sorry. For everything I pushed you away, and for... As you take a sharp turn, Vic slumps in the seat. His eyelashes flutter as he drifts on the edge of consciousness. Don't you dare fall asleep on me now. Your heart leaps to your throat as he doesn't respond. He glances away from the road for a moment. He's wobbling in the seat, a breath away from consciousness. Vic, you need to keep pressure on the wound to stop the bleeding. Vic! There has to be a way to keep him awake and to distract him from the pain. If I can keep him talking... Well, apparently this is a Diamond choice, You press on the gas and force the panic out of your voice, determined to keep things light and keep Vic talking. You shake your head in mock disapproval. I never thought I'd see the day the famous Vic Flint laid low by a bullet wound. Are you calling me weak because I can't take 4 bullets? Yeah, obviously. I knew you were full of hot air the day I first met you. Oh, I see how it is. All cocky, cute, determined to impress me with your subpar shooting skills. You have the satisfaction of seeing some of his life return to his face. You brat. I knew right then that you would belong to me someday. I've always been a sucker for a man who can keep up with me. Or who tries to, anyway. You take his hand and lift it to your lips. He sighs and starts to relax. You're the one who belongs to... me. A sharp, cloying sting fills your throat as the memory of Turquesa. I can't lose Vic again, not like this. Not when he risked his life to save mine. I know what you're doing, and it won't work. As long as you're still awake, I figure it's working fine. Come on, what else can we talk about? I don't know, world peace. Your laugh quickly turns to a choke, backs off. Even now on the edge of death, Vic is determined to bring a smile to your face. Don't cry, please. You scrub at your wet cheeks with the back of your hand. Do you know my favorite memory of you? Is it, handcuffing me to a bed? Did you have those lying around, or did you get them for me special? You could have just locked the door. He manages a weak grin. Where's the fun in that? Besides, I couldn't let you run around. You would have kicked my ass. Did kick my ass. You liked it. I kinda did, yeah. He groans and tips his head back against the seat. His eyes are starting to close again. I just need to rest for a bit. No resting allowed. We still have so much to do together, remember? Like what? I can't raise our 2 future kids by myself. Have you met me? You whistle, playing up your exhaustion. Oof, Faith alone. She really is your daughter. Vic shakes his head, and his voice is warm, clearly remembering your trip to Port Weston. That was pretend. Make-believe. We still need to decide where we'll spend our 50th anniversary. Cyprus. UAE. Indonesia? As Fast and Furious would say, you know what they all have in common? No extradition? A warm sigh escapes your throat. For a moment, you're just 2 people driving somewhere, a real couple. I'm hoping there'll be a hotel on the moon by then. Why stop there? What about Mars? It's a date. You and me and a giant red planet all to ourselves. He manages a feeble smile. He's weak, only growing weaker by the second, but at least he's still conscious. You blink the tears from your eyes and focus on the road. We're gonna be okay, Vic. We're gonna be okay. We have to be. You pull into the hospital in a whirl of burning rubber and screeching brakes. The second the doors to this ER swings open, you leap out. The doctors and orderlies descend like bees swarming around you, then pushing you away from Vic as they load him into a gurney and wheel him on one side. Blood pressure is 60/20, dropping fast. He's going into shock. Someone get Dr. Green on the line. Wait, Diamond. I'm here, Vic, I'm here. But they rush Vic down the hall and away from you, leaving a trail of blood behind you to try to follow, but a nurse bars your way. You have to take good care of him. He's everything to me. Don't worry, they'll have him stabilized and on the operating table in no time. She takes you by the arm, leads you to a waiting room. She lifts her hand away to find an ashy gray residue coating her palm. She grimaces. Is this cement? Yeah, it's been kind of a strange night. You need to get this off your skin, it's caustic. Are you really not feeling pain right now? You open your mouth to explain that you're fine, they need to focus on Vic, but then you feel an itch beneath your skin, the dull throb of a burn. You can almost feel Vic's fingers running along your tingling hands, the cold water running between your fingers as he caressed and cleansed you. The pain you felt in the pit comes back in full force. And that's the adrenaline wearing off. Follow me. You open your mouth to ask where you're going, but she's already pushing her way into the staff locker room. Get in there, Strep. Showers are on the right. Don't come out until every bit of it is off your skin. I'll have the staff wash your clothes. You do as she says, emerging half an hour later, feeling raw all over. Your clothes are damp, and your hair is still a mess, but at least you're no longer toxic. You sink into a chair, grateful, when the nurse drops a blanket over your shoulders and hands you a small container of diluted vinegar and a sponge to soothe the burns. I mean, wouldn't you just be admitted for burns? I'm just saying. Now that we've got you cleaned up a little, can you tell me what happened to your friend? He was shot in the stomach and chest 4 times. Yes, love, I could see that, but when did the incident occur? Furrow your brow, trying to think. Everything still feels overwhelming. About a half an hour before we arrived, I got him in the car and drove straight here. Is he gonna be okay? They'll do what they can for him, but I need to know what to tell the authorities. Do you know who did this? Your eyes widen as you realize what she's asking and which authority she's referring to. You were raised to never speak to cops your family didn't own, never trust them. A cop killed Roy after all, but you did use the task force against the Flints before. Vic was shot by a stray bullet. You school your features in an expression of surprise as a born and bred wolf. You know better than to tell the truth. We were just out for a moonlight stroll and bang! Bullet came flying out of nowhere. Before I knew it, we were surrounded. Poor Mr. Prozovorov. She's busy making a note on the page in front of her so she doesn't see your confusion. Vic gave them his father's name? Do you remember where the shooting happened? No, I'm sorry. Somewhere with cement, obviously, but it's also fuzzy. That's okay. It's more common than you think. Those impressive scars suggest this isn't the first time he's had to seek serious medical attention. What can you tell me about his history? You narrow your eyes in suspicion. This is starting to sound an awful lot like an interrogation. Vic is the strongest person I know. He can beat anything. I don't care how slim his chances are. He has the look of a fighter. If anyone can help him, it's Dr. Green. She gets to her feet and dismisses you with a kind nod. Though that's all the questions I have for now. Stay brave, love. He'll be out of surgery in no time. Thank you. You start to make your way down the hall, but her voice stops you short. Wait, where are you going? I want to be in the room when he wakes up. He needs me. I'm sorry, but only family members are allowed. Are you a relative? Your heart leaps to your throat. You're obviously not his sister, but you can easily pass for newlyweds. Yes, he's my husband, even though I don't have a ring. Oh, that's what they took in the robbery. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You don't have to fake the love or concern you feel for Vic. Please let me see my husband. He's all I have in this world. Husband, why didn't you say that earlier? You adjust your hold on the sponge to hide your empty ring finger behind your back. I'm sorry, I thought I mentioned it. I'm just so worried. Now follow me this way, love. I'll get you settled. Her shoes squeak as you follow her down the hall towards the recovery rooms. You two look awfully young to be married. How long have you been together? Vic and I met when we were 15. You see no reason to lie. We met in Turquesa when we were just kids. High school sweethearts, how romantic. I knew the moment I met him that he was something special. Smooth, a little cocky, but fiercely protective of anyone he considers his own. It sounds like a match made in heaven. You could say that. The nurse pushes open a door to reveal a small recovery room. The hospital has done their best to make it homey, but it feels cold and empty without Vic in it. Personal note. I know I'm tired of seeing hospital rooms. Lost too many people in my life. And had too many hospital stays there myself. Looks a lot scarier than it is, I promise. Make yourself comfortable. You sit in the love seat awkwardly, playing with the pills and the blanket. The nurse takes one look at you and winces in sympathy. I'll send the doctors to you as soon as your husband's out of surgery. She closes the door behind her, leaving you in a whirl of thoughts and emotions. You've never felt more terrified or more alone. I don't understand how things got so far out of control. Your leg jitters up and down as you try to make sense of the night's events, the rogue Flints, their obsession with Nadia's dead husband, the cement pit, the shootout. No matter how many times you replay the scenes in your head, you keep coming back to the same conclusion. It was almost like someone expected Vic to come save me. They were using it as an excuse to take us both out. Someone other than Vic and Nadia is pulling the Flint strings, but who? Whoever it is, they're going to come looking for Vic soon. You get up and make sure the window is tightly locked and curtains are drawn shut. If someone was to hurt him again, they'll have to get through me first. You pace back and forth what feels like hours, just when you're like you're was gonna start climbing the walls, a knock sounds at the door. Miss Prozorov? Is Vic out of surgery? Is he okay? You're disappointed to find the doctor stepping inside the room without Vic. She wears a deep frown. I think you'd better sit down for this. Sink to the chair as your knees give out from under you. No, he can't be dead. Not him, too. He's still with us, but his condition is critical. It's very good that you kept him awake. He was able to tell us where the largest extent of the damage was. In these sorts of situations, every second matters. Your husband is a very lucky man. If you'd gotten here just a few minutes later, he'd have bled out. The sob catches in your throat. But he's gonna live? Until he regains consciousness, it's hard to say. We were able to remove most of the bullet fragments and halt the internal bleeding, but these next few hours will determine the rest. Most of the bullet fragments, you're leaving them inside of him? Removal can do more damage to the surrounding tissue than the initial injury did, especially when it comes to the nervous system. We may need to do a follow-up surgery and when he's further along in his recovery, but we have to take these issues one thing at a time. Your mind swims as you take in all what this could mean. Please tell me he's not in any pain. He isn't hurting, right? He's just asleep. We've given him the best pain management solutions we can. That isn't an answer. We won't know until he wakes, Miss Prozorov. We have very little research on the impact of guns on the body and mind. I don't want to misinform you. If he makes it, he has a long, agonizing journey ahead of him. He may never fully recover. I understand, and I'm not going anywhere. You reach into your pocket to touch the silver key found on the beach with Vic. The metal's cool under your still stinging fingers. Are we a little too old for this? To think about possibilities? Maybe. We never expected this, but that doesn't mean we can't handle it together. The sound of approaching wheels causes you both to look up. An orderly pushes a bed into the room. The moment you catch sight of Vic's bandages and dripping IV, you cry out and run to him. Vic! You're desperate to pull him into your arms, but you look to the doctor just in case, and for the first time, she allows herself a smile. You can touch him, talk to him, even if he can't fully understand you. He'll register at the sound of your voice. Gentle with the touching, though, alright? I can tell you're the kind of couple who holds on tight. You barely notice as the doctor and orderly leave you to your grief. All you can register is Vic's drawn face and the machines keeping him alive. I'm so sorry, Vic, for putting you in this position, for not driving faster to get you here. You clasp your hands and his hand in your own, surprised at how warm and alive it feels. You're supposed to drive. I shoot. You'd give anything for one of his comebacks right now, but the only sound in the room is the quiet beeping of the machine telling you that the man you love is still alive. For now. I never meant for things to turn out this way. If only I'd known. We could have run away together. We should have left this stupid town the moment we had the chance. Anything is better than losing you. Remembering what the doctor said about being gentle, you carefully climb onto the bed with Vic, curling up as close as you can to him without placing any pressure on his body. You watch his chest rise and fall, gently nuzzling your cheek against his. I'm here, Vic. I'm here. Your phone buzzes. You pray it's Faith. She might not understand what Vic means to you, but you really need your best friend right now. Hello? I'm outside. Outside where? You know very well where, young lady. The hospital. You have exactly 2 minutes to get down here. I'll be waiting. How the hell did she know? She hangs up before you have any chance to say anything. You're tempted to ignore her, but if she asks around, she could find out you're in Vic's room, so you give Vic a soft kiss and head for the elevator to the first level. You step outside the hospital to find your mom standing next to her car in the parking lot. Even though you can't see her security team, you know they're nearby. Mom, what are you doing here? I was just about to ask you the same thing. Imagine my surprise when I went to your bedroom and found it empty. Okay, so that doesn't explain how you are at the hospital and know we're here. I pulled every string I had to track you down. Those are favors I needed, Diamond. We're at war. Mom, for your information, I was kidnapped. Not that you care, but I was kidnapped by a bunch of Flints and almost murdered tonight. You were? Now you care. For only a sliver of a moment, you see your real mother again, the one who could not consume by revenge, the one who could give anything to save her little girl. Mom? But then it's gone as quickly as it came. Zarya Wolf is back, the Ice Queen of New Athens. That would have never happened if you hadn't left without telling anyone. This is why I can't trust you, Diamond. Why are you even here? What's so important it couldn't wait? We have a situation. That little mole of yours at the mayor's office. She has a name. It's Jasmine. I don't care. She sent over some paperwork that I think you'll find very interesting. About Mayor Trung, she'd already resigned. What difference does it make? The difference is that Jasmine seems to think that the mayor had someone from one of the families feeding her inside information. High-level inside information. Do you think it was someone from our family? Any of the Flints were involved, but someone from the Wolf side? That would change everything. I didn't say it was a wolf. I'm just warning you to watch your back. Someone knows a lot more than they're letting on. Your mom pulls open her door to her car. Get in, I'm taking you home. It's not safe for you to be out. Home? No way. It wasn't a request. I don't make my men to do it for me. I'm kind of in the middle of something. What, training to be a doctor? Don't be a fool, Diamond. Your look of disdain snaps the last of your restraint. You're tired, your skin's starting to burn again, and for all you know, Vic will never wake up. If you must know, I'm here with Victor Flint. He took a bullet for me. That's why I'm at the hospital. There's no way I'm abandoning him now. Your mom's eyebrows fly up so high that they nearly disappear in her hairline. Did you just say Victor Flint? This had better be some kind of joke. No, it's not a joke. I love him. No. I absolutely forbid it. Good for you. A wild laugh escapes you. Only your mom could think she has the power to control your heart as well as your life. You forbid what? Me visiting a friend at the hospital? Being in love? Say the word love to me one more time. Mom? Love. Love, 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 love. With each repetition, your mom loses more of her icy control. I've just had about enough of you. Then you're free to leave. I'm not going anywhere. All at once, your mom slams her fist down on the town car's hood. Get in the car! You step backwards, stunned by the fury twisting your mother's face. In all your years as her daughter, you've never seen her like this before. I've put up with your nonsense long enough. I won't ask again. She's off balance, losing control. If I tell her how I really feel right now, something might actually sink in. So let me get this. You're gonna tell your mom off about how you feel and think this might work? Okay, yep, no. You can't keep everything bottled up anymore. If tonight's taught me anything, time's too precious to waste. Well, Diamond. Drawing a deep breath, you square your shoulders to face her, stepping closer to the car. Are you hoping I'll slink into the backseat with my tail between my legs, that I'll cower like a scared little puppy? Excuse me? You heard me, Mom. Ever since Clyde died, you stopped seeing me as a person. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Of course you're a person. Not in your eyes, I'm not. You treat me like a ignorant child. You locked me away from the world. You thought you protected me from everything even a little bit dangerous. You taught me to shoot, but you decided I shouldn't have a gun. You told me to be strong, but you never let me prove I was. You think back on every battle you've fought in the past month, let alone more, and every battle you've won. I've almost died more times than I can count, and I got through it on my way. I'm just as good as Clyde was. No, actually, I'm better, because I had to learn how to do this on my own. Even though your words strike home, your mom only crosses her arms and glares. This is neither the time nor the place for this conversation. Oh, then when is it? After I'm dead? After you and Dad are? Don't be so dramatic. You shake your head, says the woman who's being dramatic all the goddamn time. You want me to be strong, brave, stand up for the family? It might surprise you, but I want that too. I can't just do it while you keep me buried in busy work. That doesn't mean anything because you don't want me to see what you're actually doing. Fine, you want a real task? Come home with me and I'll give you one. Sorry, Mom. But I'm done taking orders. I'm sick of being lied to. We didn't tell you about the dogs because... I know I didn't. It's because you didn't respect me. Because you don't respect me even now. But I'm not a little girl you can bully and push around anymore. Reaches for her phone. Do I need to call your father and have him collect you? Go ahead, it's not going to change anything. For the first time in a long time, I'm decided what happens next. You turn to leave, your whole body shaking with adrenaline and something else, something that feels a lot like freedom. With my life, it's high time I started living it. If you walk away from me now, young lady, there's no coming home again. In that case, give Dad my love. You waggle your fingers in a sweet, sarcastic farewell. I'm sure he'll be glad to hear how you threaten your own daughter. I can't wait to hear how you're gonna spin this one. I'll be back home in a week if I want to come back. Your mom stares at you, open mouth, shocked as you march away, your head held high. Simon! But you're already gone. I can't believe I had the nerve to finally stand up to her. Oh, you mean become an adult? Proclaim who you are. Strong, independent woman. Yeah, no, that's what people should do, but, you know. And to win. You feel oddly deflated as you settle yourself back at Vic's bedside. The beeping monitors and the soft hiss of oxygen are the only sounds you hear as you try to take in what your mother said before things fell apart. Mom is wrong about everything, but Jasmine doesn't screw around with this stuff. Mayor Trung really did have an inside source, someone who knows the families, who works for the families. That means Dylan could be the rat. That asshole's done. I just need the proof. Exhaustion threatens to overtake you, but you force yourself to concentrate on Vic's face. Pained even in sleep, you lean forward, reaching out to cup his cheek. You know, I don't want to leave you, but if I don't stop this, we'll never be safe again. His eyelashes flutter slightly, but he seems no closer to waking up. If I'm right about Dylan, I need proof. Spring to your feet, determined to see this thing through, no matter what it costs you. And I know exactly who has it. By the time you pull onto the quiet suburban street, the sun is nearly starting to rise. You look and feel like a wreck, but that's never stopped you before. You raise your fist, knock loudly on the front door. You're greeted by a bleary-eyed yawn as it swings open. Yes. I hope this isn't a bad time. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Of course it's a bad time. Oh, this couldn't wait. It's too important. I don't know what you think I can do for you. I resign. Remember, any power you had to manipulate me is gone. We both know I never had any power over you, that you didn't cede on purpose. You slide your foot through the door before she can shut it in your face. I'm not here to fight, Bethany, please. That please stops her in her tracks. I need help, and you're the only person who can give it to me. Oh, okay. Well, that was short and sweet. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down to the description of the video, check out everything that's in it, and let me know what you thought of the chapter. Who, what, when, where, and why, really. Yeah, I'm a little depleted today, if you can't tell. Not my usual self. But I'm trying to get this stuff out for you guys, and just also, some of these things just take a toll, right? Especially this chapter, Um, let's put it this way: there's just some days that are a struggle, right? They're a struggle. Sometimes I just wish I'd go to bed and just peacefully drift off, because it seems like dreams are really nice and peaceful, and just sometimes you just don't want to wake back up to this world. You know what I'm saying? Um, but each day I get up, I say, okay, well, let's keep going. Go through the movements and, do everything you need to, do everything you can, and then, again, go to sleep and rinse and repeat every day, right? All you really can do. The difference is I'm trying to make a difference. Every single time I make one of these videos, I try and make a difference. I try and grow this community. I try and do something with the 11 years that I've put into this channel. And yeah, no, just after doing it for all this time, I'm a bit tired, a bit exhausted. I'm beyond burned out, right? And everybody's like, "Well, no, take a break, do all this other shit." Like, take a break for what, right? It's not going to help. It's going to actually hurt this channel, this community, and everything else if I take a break. Like, I don't think I can stress that enough, right? Like, content creation isn't like a job that works 8 to 5, and you can just, hey, man, I'm taking a week off, right? Like, you got vacation time. It just doesn't happen because, like, if I don't get the content out, then the whole system that is YouTube, it literally hurts your channel. It hurts your community. It hurts everything. Literally, they start taking away from you if you take off even a day, let alone a week. You literally and figuratively can't take time off. You can't. Anyone who says otherwise is already too big to fail. Got tons of, people in their community and they've got millions of subscribers, or they're ignorant. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later. Peace out.